Magic Makers. I'm Mombierella.
I'm Ukita Cosplay.
And I'm C.J. Peterson. Welcome to Magic Making Mischief. Today we're going to be pre-recording because we have a very special guest all the way from the other side of the pond in France, Jinx Cosplay. Howdy, sir.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for having me here.
Before we get ready, though, we need to get our wands to the ready because... yeah, he's got a cool one. Because we solemnly swear we're up to no good. And speaking up to no good, right now, as we are currently pre-recording, Ukita and Mombi are up to no good at Eastern RimCon. So that is why they are doing it. So make sure to say hi to Derry and James for us.
Of course.
So welcome, sir. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're so good. Very much so.
So, Mombi, do you want to explain how we ran across him?
Okay,
so from all the way over there.
So funny enough, you know how they often will suggest reels in your Facebook, your Instagram, and I love, of course, cosplayers. You know, and I'm going through, and he had a reel that came up, and it says, "My girlfriend has 2 boyfriends," and this is the first one I ever found, and it says, "The metalcore band tattoo artist," and I'm like, "Cool, okay," and then it flips to his cosplay, and it goes, "And Jinx," and I'm like, "That is the most amazing Jinx cosplay ever," and I'm like, I had to watch it like 3 times because I'm going, "Wait, what? No, that can't be."
This Jinx is
so that was like, I think that was the best introduction like I could have had to all of it. So yes, I was hooked after that. I went straight to the account and started checking out all the cosplay and the progression of your Jinx cosplay from like the beginning and he makes his own props.
Yes.
That is amazed me. I'm just like, everything. This is the definition of taking one single cosplay and just working on it into utter perfection. And like it's still a work in progress that you're working on. Right?
It's never over, I think. Yeah, I need to like improve or remake the pants, like the shoes, the many parts, even the wig. Even though I'm not like really excited about it, but yeah, it's never over.
Yeah, well, that's cool. It definitely looks like perfection from here.
It's amazing.
Yeah. But basically, with this reel, you saw everything, like the guitar part, the tattoo, and the cosplay. Yeah.
There we go. So I got him working my magic making fingers. We now have him. For those listening, we currently have his Instagram up that shows all of his Instagram pictures. So what do we have going on?
Basically Jinx everywhere.
right.
So you said that you make all. You said you make all of them. So for example,
yeah. Everything is handmade. Basically, I work mainly with EVA foam, but sometimes I kind of have to choose different paths or maybe use different techniques. But mainly, I use foam. I never tried 3D print stuff or anything, but maybe one day I'll get to it. But yeah, for the part, even like the wand, it's all foam, so I like work with this. Yeah, all the props. And basically, I started my cosplay journey as a prop maker. I didn't want it to do cosplay at all, like it wasn't planned at all. I really wanted to build stuff. That's why mainly on my wall behind you can see maybe the little diva gun or the keyblades as well. This is my first prop ever. And yeah, I made 2 of these. Let me show you. On the top, you can see the other one.
Oh, I see it.
These on the wall are all my props. There is nothing left, like except like a stormtrooper helmet. This is all my props from the beginning to the new ones, and the new one is on the side. It's on the project.
Wow.
So you said you made them out of what?
EVA foam. It's all foam, like foam sheets that you cut and you can sand them, glue them together, and give the shapes you want.
Very cool.
That's
amazing.
Deeply impressed here.
I love your shark, like, what is it called? Like shark gun, shark cannon?
Sure.
Like that you use for Jinx, like it's functional. It actually like...
Yeah. The main thing about this costume is that it all came from the fishbone, so the shark thing, because I was starting playing a little bit of League of Legends. I don't even play that much nowadays still, but when I had to play with friends who didn't have like a good computer or whatever, League of Legends was the best game to play because everyone could play together. So I was like making props and all, and I really wanted to do something bigger with maybe electronics or another like step in the prop making. And I was looking through all like the League of Legends characters, and I was like, maybe if I do the props one day, I'll do the cosplay. So I need to think a little bit about that. And I was looking all the characters and the skins as well, because there is so many. And then I saw Jinx, and I was like, I like the shark thing. Like it would be so amazing to do like the LEDs. We can make the jaw work, or many stuff going on. And I was like, that's the perfect cosplay. And I was looking at her, and I was like, that's not the question for now. Maybe I'll do the cosplay, whatever. I wasn't that much taking care of it. I was just wanted to do the big shark. So I didn't even watch Arcane. I didn't know it existed yet. So I just went into the shark.
So do you pick the you pick the props first and then you do the cosplay, or so how do you figure out which cosplays do you use?
This is how it went for this one, but now I'm like more thinking about maybe different things. Like I'm working on Vi from Arcane now too, and of course the props were a big thing. Like I wanted to do like the gauntlets, so I was like, this is the main thing why I want to do the character.
You just posted that, right?
Yeah, it's right there. I can show you in the end if we have time. I really wanted to do that, and I was like looking after that at the character. Like mainly, I have to do my cosplay the way like I see the character. Like if I like the character, if I don't like it, obviously with the time I will spend on it, I'm not like going to make this cosplay or whatever. So I like Vi, I like the gauntlets, and I was like, I can also do like a version, because she's even maybe more like a masculine character that Jinx is, because like of the clothes, the look she has and everything. So yeah, that was my perfect shot. Like I wanted to do her, so I'm working on it very hard like right now.
Very cool. So what's your next idea after that? Do you have any ideas?
So my big plan, it's not like really all like made decisions yet, but the best plan will be that I finish my Vi costume. Hopefully it gets really cool at the first like showcase. Like nothing breaks, and I don't have to improve too much. That's why it took me even more time than for Jinx, because I've been upgrading Jinx for like 2 years and a bit more than 2 years now. So I'll try to like finish it. When it's done, like to make it finished. But even if I will have like improvements and everything, because it's never over. But then I will present this costume to a contest. I'm not gonna say the specific one yet, but if I'm getting selected with that cosplay to the finals, I will do another costume from the Borderlands series. I will do it anyways, even if I lose or whatever. But my plan is to present that Borderlands costume for the finals. Yeah.
So is it different over there? Do you guys have like certain levels for cosplay? Like
for the contest, you mean, or
yeah?
For different like selections you can have, like for the French Cup, there is selections for each state.
So cool.
And you're like the representative for this specific state of France and all. And then for the final 1 year later, you have another costume to present, and then there is the final with all the best costume from the different states.
That is so
cool.
I did this. I was jury for this this selection a few months ago in like Occitanie. It's one of the states in the south of France. And then 1 year even before that, I was presenting my Jinx, and I finished second to the selections. So I wasn't taken for the finals, but it was my first step into the contest and the world of cosplay in a competitive way. So I really liked it.
That is so cool. I've never heard of that before. That's really cool how they do that.
It's called CFC for French Cup. CFC.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat.
Maybe we just need to go to France for
Wait.
Yeah.
The other way around.
I
we don't have that here. We have like
huge
we have like huge Comic-Cons. We don't have like a huge cosplay.
I think a little French, you know. Je m'appelle Ukita. Omelette du fromage, croissant.
Basically, that's all you need.
Basically, I got nothing. I'm CJ. That's all I got. I can do sign
Oh,
language, but I don't know that'll help.
it can help. Yeah.
That's all I got. They'll hate me.
But yeah, there is like the CFCs for the French Cup, and also I was like testing competitive cosplay stuff a second time with ICL, which is I think European contest, and the final will be like in September, and I finished second, so I'm just watching my friend who did first, and hopefully she will be like winning.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you just say that there's one for the European level too?
Yeah. I think it's European. At least there is like Spain, Italia, and also I think it's European. Yeah, because you need to know, like, when I do cosplay or participate to convention or contest, I never know what I'm getting into. Like for ICL, I didn't know. For CFC, I didn't know as well. I did LEC for League of Legends Europe finals, and I didn't know what LEC was when I went to the contest. So every time it's just a surprise for me, and I discover the things like that.
So my brain just blew. So can you find the stuff like on YouTube and stuff? How do you find
the CFC, there is some videos from the PlayStations, yes. ICL as well, I think. There is like Instagram accounts for each contest as well. And LEC is the one of the biggest events just after the Worlds, I think, of League of Legends. So it's pretty famous. It's just that I'm still new to this cosplay world, so I'm discovering every time.
Have you heard of the Cosplay Summit? I just recently heard about that.
I don't think so. I don't. No, I don't think I did.
Apparently, it's like another huge like cosplay thing that it's in the UK. My friend Capella Cosplay went there, and she was talking about Cosplay Summit and how it's just a giant like cosplay contest from everywhere in the world.
Oh.
See you doing that for sure.
Oh, definitely.
yeah.
Well, I might try it. Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sorry, my mind is still blown on that whole.
Now, obviously, like Jinx is your main cosplay right now, but we're curious. Can you get like a sneak peek of what is your Borderlands one that you're gonna?
So it's a really fun story because obviously Jinx was my only ID, and then Vi came out because they are part of the same show, so it's not that much of a surprise, at least for people following me or whatever. But then everyone that didn't know my work, when they came out on my reels and explore page and whatever, mostly first it was like not that much hate comments, but not people like comfortable with cosplay and all, and they were like, my face, even in cosplay, even more in cosplay, was looking like handsome Jack, from Borderlands. And at the first time I was like, that's rude or whatever. Then I started playing the game with a friend of mine, and then I just kind of begin to like the cosplay for the character, and then I was like, yeah, they're not wrong. Like I kind of look like there is not that much work to put like as Jinx or Vi to make a good cosplay of Handsome Jack. So, and now I just found another cosplayer like doing an amazing Handsome Jack, like the real one from the game, as a cosplayer. She won the Gamescom contest today with another Borderlands costume. And I was like, she's amazing. She looks amazing. The cosplay is fantastic. And I was like, okay, I'll do it.
So you're gonna cosplay Handsome Jack then?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
I'm here for it.
I do remember you like mentioned something like you were kind of giving me a teaser about it. Now that you say it, like,
oh yeah.
He put, like, y'all check out his Instagram because he puts some of the best reels and stuff on there too. Like,
thank you.
I think they pop up and like, yes, it's new.
So get the notification bell whenever you post. It'll be great.
Oh yeah.
I just watch it.
So, do you plan to do like a YouTube channel or anything, or is Instagram gonna be your?
I have one, but the only thing I posted as a cosplay content is the VOD of the live I did on Instagram for my makeup to make the Jinx makeup. So it's not really like a good YouTube channel yet, but I have many projects going on for the templates and blueprints from my creations, and maybe I'll do like sell them and do some tutorials on YouTube on how to use them. So it's planned, but YouTube is definitely like a different kind of content, and it's more like you gotta put more effort, like editing and all, to make it look good. And I really want to make it look good, so I'll do it one day. It's planned, but yeah, I need the time.
I know the feeling.
Instagram's definitely got its, like, they're very different. Like Instagram's more like that dynamic photo video shot, and like I can do that, but like I prefer to kind of have the silly fun moments in there too. That's why I think I chose YouTube originally.
I also long form content. Like I like watching YouTube as if they're like a TV show. So if I can find
exactly.
like 30-minute videos, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch like a 30-minute video on Instagram. It's gonna be like uncommon, yeah.
But like thumbnails, like making like a trailer and putting it on Instagram as like a reel, that makes sense.
That would make sense, yeah, definitely.
So do you do any like group cosplays, or you just do your own thing?
So at first, I didn't know anything about cosplay, so I didn't know anyone that much that did cosplay. So I had one friend of mine who like kind of pushed me to do this cosplay, and just started like the snowball stuff. She was like, I finished my fishbone for a convention, but I had no cosplay. And I was like, I wanted to present the prop, but just with like my basic outfit, like I'm here today. And she was like, people will not maybe understand that you made it, which character is it from, or whatever. So I was like, okay, I did like my first version of Jinx, which was a complete like disaster, but it was the first step. As much for the wig, for the makeup, everything was like as cheap as possible, like looking. So I went there, and I was like, I enjoyed my day here, even though it was really like I was so tired at the end of the day. Like it's really not that heavy, but at the end of the day, like it become really heavy. So I was like completely dead. My arms, I couldn't move them anymore at the end of the day, and also it was complicated. But it was, it helps. It helps a lot. and yeah, so it was my first step into cosplay, and then here and there being to convention and just meeting new people and all, and as well, the Instagram part is also a very important part, to know a lot of people in cosplay, because people discover my stuff, I discover theirs, and we became like a friend and start chatting, doing like the project together. And the first really big project I organized was at my last conventions a few weeks ago at Japan Expo in Paris. And I organized like a photo shoot for Arcane with a few of my friends who are like one of the best cosplayers of Arcane I know, and a few friends also photograph and videoist, and we did like cool stuff. So I already posted a few pictures, but we have more stuff to show of each characters and more duos, and also it's coming.
Oh, very cool.
But the most fantastic part is when I started 2.5 years ago. I just was like, this person is my idol. I love what she does. I love what he does, whatever. And now today they are my friends, and they also love what I do. So I'm like, I'm the most happy person in the world. Like it couldn't be better.
So does your girlfriend cosplay with you too?
Oh, sorry?
Does your girlfriend cosplay with you too?
I don't have a girlfriend, sadly, yet. I have no time yet for that. Like, all my time goes to cosplay, music.
Where'd she go? So you mentioned that there's like cosplay things. Is there actual Comic-Cons, like big Comic-Cons over there too?
Japan Expo a few weeks ago in Paris was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in France for sure. There is also in the south of France TGS, which is my first convention ever when I was really younger. There is a few. I don't know them all yet because I'm still new, but yeah, there is a few in France, cool ones, and Germany is not that far, so I think it's the best place to be for now for me.
Kind of pretty central located.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool.
I know you said in your first reel I found you, like you talked about your metalcore band.
Yeah.
So I just want to touch on that for a second because I know we're mostly talking about your cosplay, but like, was your metalcore band like that was like over 2 years ago? I'm assuming you were in that before you started cosplaying Jinx, right?
It was I did started my props already, but when I joined them, it was like October, and the first convention I did was like July, so it was like really closed from each other. So my Instagram wasn't, I didn't post like any content yet, or it wasn't like videos and all. So I was more, yeah, having different stuff, but at same level. Now it's just like Jinx and like whatever I can do with all the small free amount of free time I have, like I can do music and all. But yeah, for the metal band part, it's really cool. So it's not every weekend. For like, I'm happy of that because I wouldn't have any time left. But yeah, if we have like few shows going on, we got like one in September, so it will be awesome. And I try to still having the time to do everything I like because I don't like to really like focus on one thing for the rest of my life. So I try to keep getting in touch with what I love. Yeah.
Right. So do y'all have music online where anybody can listen to it?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
listening.
we got so my band, my actual band, which is already like doing stuff like shows, clip videos, and all. It's called All Messed Up. So it's from not my CD actually. It's friends of mine who make me discover them, and then I joined them as a bass player. So it's all messed up. We got Spotify, YouTube going on. We got Instagram as well, and we have like another side project going on with one of my friend and people from my city, which is like releasing. I hope soon, but we work hard on it, and we are. So I have another band in which one I will be the guitar player for this one.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Bass and
Multi-functions, many things.
Yeah.
do you do bass and regular guitar? What else? Do you play anything else?
So electric guitar is my main actually. Bass is like for the kind of music we do, it's like a really simplified version of guitar. It's not like really a good bass player part of whatever. I tried drums as well, but I'm really bad at like making all the arm fit going on all the same like tempo and all. I'm really bad at it. And yeah,
And yeah,
I've
you
tried
would
many
not make a
different.
good drum player.
No, it would take too much time. I prefer like having my easy way to play guitar. I know how to do it here and everything. So yeah, I keep into it. But yeah, I've tried many things. The piano as well for 2 or 3 years, like on my own. But yeah, guitar is still like the thing I prefer.
Very cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check your band out sometime because I
Oh,
love.
definitely, yeah.
Right?
It's metalcore, so it's a specific gender of metal and a specific gender of music. But yeah, hopefully people will like it.
Yes.
Very cool. So what's next for you?
So the first thing that comes to my mind is Vi for sure, because it's been 1 year and a half now for the gauntlets, and now I'm like, as you can see, the wig is on the way. Like the thing that I need to finish as not as fast because I don't like to rush the things, but yeah, as fast and as good as possible. Yeah, that's the main thing, and Jinx as well. But for the content part, like I don't really plan to build stuff. I did the grenade and the gas mask recently, so it was like a big part I wanted to do. As well, there is like the Popo, which is the kind of looking of minigun she has. I'm still figuring out. It's been 2 years. I didn't touch it, but I need to finish it. So there is many things, but Vi is definitely the big project I'm working on right now.
So you're fairly new still, because you said you've only been in it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice since you are so new? Do you have any advice for somebody who wants to, kind of start doing cosplay? Since you are so new, it might still kind of be fresh in your mind of something, maybe that you would change or something that, some advice for somebody else.
So if you want to start cosplaying, definitely dive into it, even if you want to buy stuff and not make them or customize them when you buy them. Whatever is the way you're going to at first, just dive into it, make yourself happy of what you're doing. Like do a character you love, work on something you like. I wouldn't do like 3D modeling if I didn't like it. I don't like it. I never did it. So if you want to stick to a project and make it look and you want to enjoy it, just do whatever you love. If it's too complicated, just find ways to make it easier, or just wait for the time. Like maybe the props is too difficult to make, just do the cosplay and then the props many years later or whatever. Like just let the time do his job. And watch the Camus cosplay tutorials if you want to do props. That's my best advice, because that's what I did, and I did that in like 4 months after starting making props. So yeah, the Camus tutorials are the best.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, yes. Honestly, like some of the best help you can get is on there.
YouTube University, that's what we call it.
Thank you so much. One day, maybe, who knows?
Yes, we. One day you're gonna have to like share your wisdoms of all your like prop making.
Definitely, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I need to do that. Like when people comes to me for the specific props I made, like if they want to do as well the fishbone or the Vi gauntlets, actually I can give few advices. If they're struggling with a specific part and all, I try to give like some answers, some tips or videos. I send stuff like to show them how they can fix their problems. Because I went into those problems, sometimes asking other people who did them and never get answers, or get some answers but negative ones, and I was like, I wish I had this help. So when people comes to me, I try if I can to. That's why I say watch the Camus cosplay tutorials, because most part of the time that's what I say to people.
That is awesome. Before we run out of time, can you show us your gauntlets that you're working on real quick?
Yeah, I can show you one of them, because one it's really like apart. The pieces are apart, so I'm just going to bring in.
That's cool.
Yay. So, oh, sorry, we're like dead silent for a second. So he's got these cool gauntlets that he's made with his prop making skills. You know, guys, like who aren't watching, but they're on his Instagram too. Like seriously, like check out his Instagram. I'm not even joking.
Like he reminds me of Camille Cosplay because of how well he does everything.
Oh my god.
The battery is unplugged, so the LEDs and mechanic stuff will work. The mechanics will work,
that's
not
huge.
not the LEDs. But yeah, it's really huge.
Oh, it's like
it's cool. The mechanism is not the best, but it works, so I'm happy with that. Like it's not really fluid when I want to do some gestures and all, because the fingers are kind of heavy, so I can't do really with this position show the fingers. Yeah, it's stuck like here, but with a little bit of motion I can fake the movements, so I'm kind of happy.
But can you snap with it though?
Nah, not really. I wish I could. Even for the wrist in the series, the wrist is a moving part as well. Like there is many more moving parts, but I'm really happy that the fingers are still moving. So yeah, many parts as well here can move, but I need the battery and the power for that. But yeah, there is some parts that moves right here.
So is it something that you pull to move the fingers?
So I can go a bit. I booked the templates from a cosplayer who did my costume, and he did his exact same skin and gauntlets. So as you can see, my hand is right here. And when I pull it, there is like a few pieces triggering each other's to make like a finger closing movements, I would say. But yeah, it's really easy because I like laser cutted it. The wood pieces, so it's really more precise than when I tried it by cutting by hand. But,
can you show your hand again? I made it so your picture's bigger so everybody can see you a little bit better.
So amazing.
That is cool.
Cool. Oh my gosh.
So it is. It's like you're pulling down. That is cool.
So it works pretty much. I hope it never breaks because it will be a mess to fix. But,
I fixed it.
Actively obsessed. Okay.
Very much so.
Oh my gosh. Girl. Oh.
So yeah.
Very cool.
That's it for now. I need to do the paint now.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That's very cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really
thank you for having me. Thank you for the invitation.
For people who want to learn more about him, you can check him out on his Instagram. Give me just a second for it to scroll up. Find out his Instagram at MACHUDRAW_TV. Make sure to look at it again. That's MACHUDRAW_TV. Check it out. There's some really cool stuff on there.
And if you haven't had a chance to yet, make sure you hit that thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to C.J. Peterson and Mombierella on YouTube, as well as Ukita Cosplay on Instagram. And of course, check out his Instagram link down below and his Jinx cosplays and just Oh my gosh, everything's amazing. Like no end to the yes.
Thank you so much for having me again. It was fun having
Thank you
this
so much.
conversation.
It's a little tricky with the time difference because we're actually in France, so it's like we had to kind of work this out. That's why it's pre-recorded, but like we really just appreciate you working with us and coming on. Oh, such a pleasure having you.
Really.
And until next time, guys, we'll see y'all. What do we have next time? Do we know?
We haven't quite completely sorted it out yet.
Yes, we're working on
third.
that.
To be announced.
Oh, the third. The third should be right now. Last we have known should be Keith Coogan, which is an amazing one. So,
and if it is, it will also be a later time. So we will let you guys know.
So we will let you guys know within that time.
To be announced.
TBA, yes. All right. So guys, till next time, Mischief Manage.